Hey everybody, welcome back to the LunchTable podcast,
What's
where there hasn't been very much lunch lately, and by lunch I mean podcast.
We're starving here.
I'm eating chips.
I'm sorry, Roberto. We we've
It's been over a
been
month, hasn't it?
Yeah,
All right.
we've been
Yeah,
disappointing
it's been a
Roberto
while.
here.
Yeah,
Well,
it's what at the best we'll get one out a week. At the worst, it'll be like one every month.
yeah,
Yeah, that's probably it. I mean, we've just had a lot of stuff going on. Like
it's
we've
been
had our different
crazy.
activities. We've we've had
Mhm.
just school and different activities going on. So
I have so much crap to
Yep.
do. I should be doing homework right now, but I'm not.
Dallas, do you want to talk about the first thing?
Okay. So supposedly Minecraft on the PS3 was released December 17th, 2013. Sold over 1 million copies.
you sound very enthusiastic about that,
I'm
Dallas.
just. Why the PS3 after the PS4 came out?
Yeah,
They've, to be honest, they probably didn't get the uh,
sales they wanted.
the correct way to program on a PS4 because it has to be different than a PS3, and they can't just port it immediately to it because of the different ways that the systems work. Like, I know that you can't just port an Xbox 360 game straight onto an Xbox One. You have to change coding and stuff. And they probably had already started on the PS3 version.
That makes sense.
Um, just as a side note, as of last December, Minecraft has sold 13 million copies on PC and 10 million on Xbox 360.
That's more than
So,
9,000.
That's pretty good. It's over 9,000.
Then Jerry gets dropped from the call randomly.
so directly before the podcast, I was trolling Jeremiah really hard by kicking him and then re-adding him immediately, and he thought that it was his internet just like crapping out or Skype crapping out.
Oh yeah, by the way, it's me,
This didn't
Dallas,
make
and
any sense to me.
Jerry.
Yeah,
It's the three of us.
Blake is off doing something else, and Spencer has homework.
Blake's bowling, and Spencer's doing a chemistry lab report, which sucks. I know how it feels. Not exactly because he's in higher level chemistry classes, but
Spencer wanted us to do the podcast earlier tonight so he could be on it, and he didn't.
and then he's not on
He
it.
didn't do his homework. He was playing all
Yeah.
day.
All right, so Minecraft for PS3. Shh, I'm recording.
Shut up, phone.
We don't want to listen to you.
Oh, I have a
Oh.
text.
Bleep this name out, by the way, Elijah.
All right.
It's and she's almost done with chemistry as well. She's doing her chemistry homework from a different level of class
Well,
from a different school.
as long as we're cutting this part off, Spencer.
No, I'm not.
He
I'm
was
not
just
cutting it off.
He was just cutting off the name.
I'm bleeping. Why am I bleeping out the
Okay.
first name again?
Because I said so.
All right. I'll bleep out your girlfriend's first name.
All right.
Dallas doesn't have a girlfriend. He's not good.
Hey, let me dream.
Let me dream.
Bleep that part out too. No, I'm just kidding.
Let me dream.
I
No,
can
no,
show you
Jeremiah.
the world.
Oh, dude, the magic carpet ride. I
Hey,
love that picture.
hey,
I
you want to
love
go on a magic carpet
Magic
ride?
carpet ride.
I love his face.
That's
Magic carpet ride.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's magic carpet ride, but they spelled it with Magikarp, and he's riding a Magikarp instead of a magic carpet.
Hey, Spencer's
Nice.
joined us.
Hey, look, it's Spencer.
Ew.
Spencer
some
has
shivs.
now lost his voice.
Wait.
My dog's going.
Apparently, Minecraft is also available on PS4, Vita, Xbox 360, PC, and Xbox One.
They just neglected to mention that, apparently.
Yeah, it's in
Yep.
it's in like the sidebar where it's like talking about the game.
PS3 is
So
more popular than PS4 Minecraft, apparently.
more people already own PS3s.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Sure.
All right, what's next?
The new Brawl.
New Brawl characters. So last time we talked about this, I think the last person we said was in it was either Peach or
Actually, it's
Toon Link.
not even new Brawl characters, is it? It's the new Super Smash Bros. Characters.
Yeah, Smash Bros. 4.
Yeah.
Which we really want an official title.
Yeah.
I really want an official title, so I have something to call it.
I'm pretty sure it's SSBU.
I really hope they just don't leave it as Wii U and Super Smash Bros. 3DS.
Yeah, it should be. It should have its own name.
I want like Super Smash Bros. Armageddon or something. That's what it's predicted to be.
That sounds pretty cool.
A long
Super
time
Smash
ago.
Bros. Apocalypse.
All right, so new characters have been announced since the last.
There will
time.
be zombies.
And those include Sonic making a comeback, Marth making a comeback, Zelda making a comeback, King Dedede making a comeback.
The appearance?
Everyone's making a comeback.
Along with Rosalina and Luma becoming a new character.
Is Luma like how Zelda or how Peach and Toad were, or is it an actual character itself?
Looking at the video it's one character. Rosalina and Luma is one character.
Like kind of like Ice Climbers?
Yes.
All right.
That's what it appears to be based
Wait.
on the video that
Wait, it was Rosalina and who?
Luma, the little star guy. Mario
I'm not.
Galaxy, the little yellow guy.
The Yellow Star?
Okay, that's who I was thinking of. I just wasn't sure.
SmashBros.com. You can. It's just right there. All the
Jeremiah,
people.
send you a picture.
No, like I know who you're talking about now. It's just
Here,
What about
get the picture.
Dallas? Do you think there'll be more announced
Yeah.
than this? Do you think there'll be any new characters announced?
Oh yeah, there's gonna be new characters. They've only announced 4 new characters.
And one of them
And-
doesn't count,
What?
and the Wii Fit trainer doesn't count.
Dude, Wii Fit Trainer totally counts. Also,
It's retarded.
it can be male and female.
Oh,
By the way, I don't know if we talked about that before.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. That was pretty cool to find out. I'm gonna play as the girl. I don't care. I'm gonna be playing random with my friends, and if I get the Wii Fit Trainer, I'm really hoping it's gonna be the girl instead of the guy because the girl looks better.
Easier on the eyes.
Yeah, easier on the eyes. That's a good way to put it.
Is there? Yeah, there's Link and Toon Link.
Yeah, and Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to assume Zelda has Sheik. I can look at some of the pictures.
That's pretty much always a thing.
I like Peach's new art. It's a little bit softer.
The what now?
Peach's art for this game.
Oh, art. Okay.
Yeah. Her.
the curvatures are better.
What?
Oh, it's.
I don't.
She looks softer. Like,
She looks easy beat upable.
She looks like a nice pillow.
all right, so I don't see Sheik, but I'm gonna assume it's there.
Yeah.
I do, however, see a Dark Nut. Not
Dark.
it's either a Dark Nut or an Iron Knuckle. I don't remember.
I think if it's from Toon Link, that one, that's Dark Nut. The guys that carry swords and they look like dog heads. They usually you have to cut off their helmet or their chest plate to attack them on Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
Dark Nuts.
But this is one of them from Twilight Princess.
Oh, so I don't know.
But that's in this game apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a thing.
Yeah. I don't know what it's about. It might be an assist trophy if those come back.
Yeah, I like the assist trophies because it's just like different characters get a
So I think it's IGN that has a list of all the new items or all the items that have been announced, all the characters that have been announced, all the stages that have been announced,
Mhm.
that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
I really like the 3DS's stage list, especially Arena Ferox, because I'm a huge fan of Fire Emblem. And by huge fan, I mean I'm bad, but I really enjoy the games. Um, and I really enjoyed Fire Emblem Awakening, and I really hope that they're just going to release a DLC like 6 months after the game comes out. It's going to have everything from both games in it, so they're cross compatible. It's going to be like $10. I really hope they do something like that. I doubt they will, but I'm really hoping that
A
eventually
man can dream, can he?
there'll be cross compatibility between the two.
My dad just came home. I saw him. He sped through the driveway and then skidded to a halt where the drift is right before our garage. Yeah, there's no way he's getting out of that.
Wait, wasn't your dad in Georgia?
He's on his way home from Georgia today.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's apparently home.
Yes, he is.
All right, so next topic.
Wait, that's not my dad.
Da-na-na-na.
The next topic is about me, apparently. Elijah's the one that makes these topics.
Oh yeah.
Sure, stop being self-centered, Dallas.
Yeah, that could mean anything.
Well, anyways, I think since the last podcast, I had announced that I was going to be streaming soon with the capture card that I was supposed to be getting.
Mm-hmm. A month ago.
Yeah. So
It broke.
mid-December, I got a capture card, and I found out that my computer does not have the processing power to run XSplit, and it doesn't have the DirectX 10 support from the video card in order to run OBS, which means I can't stream.
Oh, you can.
Until
You
I
just
get a new
really bad.
So, no, I literally can't. The thing crashes.
Oh, it does now?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, right now I'm working
Mhm.
on getting an Alienware desktop, and
Really?
yeah, I
Wow.
told you about this.
Well, I mean, you talked about getting a desktop, but I knew you were thinking about an Alienware, but I was like,
I
that
told you
seems a
this.
little.
I told you this is the lunch table.
It's not
Like the actual lunch table.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Anyways, I'm going to get one soon, hopefully.
Hmm.
I was supposed to get one ordered Thursday, but in order to order one, I'm talking to a guy that owns a computer shop, and he wasn't able to do it Thursday, and he wasn't there on Friday, or something like that.
Hmm.
So I wasn't able to get it ordered yet, and I'm going to order it soon. And I really want it,
All right.
so I can stream.
In the last podcast, a month and a half or something, I don't know, ago. Also,
A long, long
I
time
think this is
ago,
the first podcast Blake has missed.
in a galaxy far, far away. But
Which-
yeah,
If it goes on long enough, he might show up right at the end of it.
yeah, he probably will.
Better
If
hurry.
he can.
Better hurry. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Since the last podcast, Dal said he had bought a bunch of new games, including Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds and Super Mario 3D Land. Did you play both of those games? And or beat them?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't sound too excited about that, Dallas.
Screw Mario 3D Land. Or Mario 3D World. Why do you write Land? It's World.
I didn't know.
Mhm.
Shut up.
3D Land. It came out like a couple years ago for the 3DS.
No,
Anyway,
I changed it. It's not.
Mario 3D World is
I have that power.
is awful because I'm stuck on the last level.
It's just
It's
awful
not
because
like
you're
it's
stuck.
designed for people Dallas's age either.
Right. I'm just really bad, and also too stubborn to do it with power-ups, which makes it really hard. Like really, really hard.
Without power-ups? Why aren't you
Yeah.
using power-ups?
Because I'm too lazy to go back to another world and get them, because there's no power-ups in this world, in the last world. Well, anyways, it's a really good game overall. If I had to rate it, I would probably give it like a 9.5 out of 10. And the half is only because it's not your normal 3D Mario game, like Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy. It's done the approach of a 3D Mario 2D platformer, which I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
But the cat suit's really cool. The double chair is really cool. I like that a lot. Yeah. As far as Link Between Worlds go, um, I mean, I've kind of taken a break from it. I beat the I beat the regular world part, but once you get to the second area of the game, I got kind of stuck because I'm looking for the Pegasus boots and the Titan mitts, and I have no idea where they are. So I'm stuck, and I'm looking for those. And once I find them, I'll be able to beat the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Because literally everything that's in my way involves Titan mitts and Pegasus boots.
All right. Also, another thing I'd like to add, topic I forgot about before, was recently Starbound came out. Or not.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yep. And
Well, like, it's still in beta.
Yeah.
And me.
Yeah. Spencer Jeremiah.
Hi, Spencer.
Yeah, Spencer's been here. He just hasn't said anything. Spencer Jeremiah and I have been playing Starbound.
Like a little bit.
Well, yeah.
No,
Blake
not
doesn't
really.
play because he
Because it's lefty.
yeah he can't reconfig the read whatever the key config.
Reconfig the cheer. Yeah.
He can't change the keys.
We're doing it again.
We're going again. We basically beat it in the span of a week, or got to the end game stuff and just kind of stopped. And we're waiting for it to get patched again to play it some more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, there's still stuff for us to do. It's more of tedious work.
Yeah, we never
than
actually
anything.
built a base or anything. We just kind of went
We
from
just
planet to planet, getting extra stuff and getting the in game.
me behind.
Yeah, we left Blake behind. He was gone.
No, you left me behind.
What? Yeah, that too. Also,
All right. So
so what?
What?
you guys want to move on to the next topic, or do you guys want to talk about something else still?
Well, I was just saying what we've been doing recently, for the most part.
Oh, I've been working on Mario 64.
So have I.
How
Kind of.
about-
I haven't gotten a new PB. I have been doing a lot better in my splits, but I've actually, in all my runs, I never made it to where I beat the game. I would always reset before then. So I don't have a new split for the end game. I've never gone that far.
I am good at one thing and one thing only in the game, and
BLJs.
that's backwards long jumps.
And it's hilarious because you found something I didn't even know existed. You can clip through the right wall.
You can.
The infinite stairs, you can clip through the right wall on BLJs. You did that
You
on
can't.
stream. Yes, you did. Yeah.
Oh, no. You didn't. I didn't clip through the right wall. I got turned around and sent backwards.
Oh.
And I was moving so fast that I was flung out of the air and I fell through a wall. And I fell over top of TikTok clock. That was hilarious. If you guys go to twitch.tv/glowandallthefish,
Mm-hmm.
which will probably be linked in the description, hint, hint, Elijah. There's a highlight on my profile. Twitch.tv/glowandallthefish/profile. There's a highlight of me doing backwards long jumps. First of all, I got the first backwards long jump first try, and then the second one, I had it first try, got turned around, sent backwards over TikTok clock, and then continued to get it on my second try.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. Also, the video quality's bad because my computer didn't have enough processing power to work it properly, I guess.
This computer just sucks.
Also, I think I might have the third best time in the world for Chameleon Twist, and that's because
Nobody-
I'm one of
no-
four. I'm one of 4 people that has ever played the game.
Apparently, or posted their times
Yeah.
on whatever site that they keep it.
Nobody keeps their times in that game somewhere. There's no leaderboards or anything.
Okay.
You just know other people that play it.
Okay.
Because
Well,
there
I mean,
aren't
there
that
can
many.
obviously
Like you look
be
it up
other
on
people who
YouTube,
play it,
and
just-
whatever the best time is, that's the winner.
Yeah.
If it's 3 hours, it's 3 hours.
Also, my time right now in the game is 17:24.9 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
and world record is 14 minutes 14 seconds. The task time is 11 minutes and 30 seconds or something crazy like that.
Does the task
It's really fast.
does the task go through any glitches or anything, or
No. It does no glitches. It does everything that can be done in real time.
just perfectly?
Yes. Well, there's a couple cool tricks that you probably wouldn't be able to do in real time, but they're not glitches.
They're just like
There's just stuff
kind of like how.
it's so hard to get it so perfectly
Yeah.
that it's only possible in TAS.
Perfectly.
Shut up.
You're yummy.
Yep. All right.
But I did manage to get a blind race of the game started on Speedruns Live one day. That was fun to watch because everybody was beat. It took everybody like
I. s-
45 minutes, 55 minutes, and an hour and something to beat it.
Mhm. For what?
Chameleon Twist,
Oh.
80%.
Just a blind race?
Yeah, they erased it without even knowing what the game was.
Really? How did like an emulator?
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
Alright.
they got it on an emulator, which they're not supposed to
You're-
tell anybody about,
you're-
but it doesn't matter
you-
because it doesn't matter.
Your speedrunning friends?
Yeah.
I don't have those. Shut up, dog.
Yo, dog.
You
got a skitty?
You kind of have to link that now.
No. I started.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of started speedrunning the Soul Silver, and I paused that because the guy Worster that is currently working on that just beat his PB by like 30 minutes using a new method with some RNG manipulation. And I'm gonna wait till that gets pretty set in stone so I can redesign the route I use.
What does PB stand for?
Personal best.
Elijah, do you know how to manipulate the RNG of that?
Yes, it's whatever the time is on the 3DS. As soon as you hit the time on the 3DS, you start up the game, and then and I start a timer on W split, and it counts down a minute and like 7.4 seconds. And I hit that the same moment I set the time on the 3DS, start the game up, and then I soft reset the game the moment that timer runs out. And then you just have to go through the intro screen fast enough, and then the last piece of text you have to hit right as that timer runs out to start the game up. So it depends on when you soft reset and when you enter the game. And the RNG is completely frozen when you are in the starting house and when you're in Elm's lab, and the walking over there, as long as you're holding the right direction, is always the same, as long as you can do the movement right. Because if you press up while you're still walking left, it'll go in there automatically. So it's always the same speed there if you do it right. So with that, you can get a certain RNG manipulation that gives you Cyndaquil with pretty much perfect stats and what you need, and the correct ID to get you a Master Ball when you go to Goldenrod City from the lottery there.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you
Yeah.
tried it?
Have I tried what? Oh,
Doing that?
no, I have not. I have not yet. Here's how his route goes. Like, it used to be, you would get Cyndaquil, you would basically go through, you do some tweaking, which is where you mess up the load lines and you can go places you normally aren't able to, or skip some things. And you would get to a certain point, you would be able, after you defeat Chuck, who is the 6th gym leader, you're able to skip, or the 5th gym leader actually, you would able to skip the last 3 gym leaders, go straight to the Elite Four, have a bunch of like X special items to increase your, like, you had to buy like 34 X specials to use during the Elite Four. And you could beat the Elite Four with just Typhlosion, and then you would be able to skip every single gym leader in Kanto except for Blue. And like when you go to the Elite Four, there's a guy there. He's like, "Hey, let me just check all your badges. All right, you got 8. You can go through." And you only have 5, because the game assumes that you have them if you're able to get up there, because you need like waterfall or something. But you can skip past it with tweaking. You can skip past Tojo Falls. And it's hilarious because the game, like Gold and Silver, what these were made off of, it used to actually check each badge. So the programming got worse and more lazy as the game went on.
It got worster.
Worster.
Well,
you could
that program is kind of like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Where to give you the light arrows, which you need to kill Ganondorf.
Yeah.
And also, I think to create the bridge, don't quote me on that part, the rainbow bridge to get to the castle, all you need is the Shadow Medallion and the Spirit Medallion. You don't need any of the 3 spiritual stones. You don't need any of the other medallions. All you need is the Shadow and the Spirit Medallion.
So if you can find them.
And also,
yeah.
And on Donkey Kong 64, the only thing that checks is for key 8 and key 3.
That's kind of weird.
Well, there's a reason for that. Key 8 because it's the last one.
Yeah.
And key 3 is because when you beat World 1 and 2, you unlock levels 3 and 4 at the same time.
Oh.
And when you use key 3, it does nothing except unlock the lock. When you use key 4, it unlocks the next level or whatever. So it'll check 3 to make sure you have that before it lets you do the final area or whatever, do the final part of the game.
Which makes a little bit of sense.
Yep. I see. So,
but what you can do is you can just get key 3 and key 8, and it'll do it.
I want to explain something to you. How it was with Typhlosion when you fought not the Elite Four but Blue. Here's how precise it had to be. You'd tweak to get in there to get past the old man guarding it. You'd like deload him and be able to walk through the gym. But how this works is you would save in front of him, fight him. You would send out his first Pokemon, Exeggutor. You would send out Murkrow, which you had to catch once you got there. He would use, and then you'd switch from Murkrow to something else, like Ekans, to reduce his, with an Intimidate to reduce his attack. It would kill him with Leaf Storm. It only uses Leaf Storm guaranteed against Murkrow. Send out Murkrow, get him to use 2 Leaf Storms, so he would reduce like all of his special attack completely. So his only physical move that he ever uses on Typhlosion is Psychic, would do not very much damage. Once you sent Typhlosion out there, you would use 2 X special defense, so Psychic will do even less. The first move he uses on Typhlosion is Trick Room, which means he attacks first because he's slower. When Trick Room is active, and it's active for 5 turns, it attacks when it's slower. So you would have Typhlosion, you would have to use, I think, 5 X specials and an X speed and 2 X special defense against him. And what this would have to be, you would have to have him hit you with enough Psychic so you would be down at 30% health or lower, so you would be in Blaze. Which, when Typhlosion's ability, when it's down 30% health, fire attacks do like twice as much damage. Or significantly more. So you need to have all of this set up, get hit into Blaze on the move that Trick Room wears off, so you can attack first to kill him. And you also need to have above 35 health, because if you don't, his Arcanine will use Extreme Speed and kill you. And that's the only way to beat Blue with Typhlosion at that point in the game.
Yep.
Sounds really difficult.
To have all that set up. It actually is. It is very... And then after that, you would go and you would get Mewtwo, and you would catch Mewtwo with like a Dusk Ball or something, because the only way you could beat Red, which is the end marking of the run, was with Mewtwo. And you have like a 4% chance to capture him at like no health. But yeah, that's...
My Dompe.net/please. RNG, please be nice to me.
Okay.
Anybody that looks it up will understand.
Who's gonna look it up?
Oh,
Oh,
Roberto.
Roberto.
But I mean, the new method he uses with RNG manipulation means he can get a Master Ball and he can catch Raikou in the wild, and that actually makes it a lot faster. But yes. All right. If you want to
All
move
right.
on to the next topic, I have to go do something. I will be back in a little bit. It'll still record. I'll just have my microphone muted.
Elijah.
What?
Should we just stop right now and then continue it later? Because I have to go for a second too.
All right, sure. We could just. I'll
Yeah,
just
probably
leave.
best.
Just leave the call running, and when I get back, we'll just continue there. I'll just cut to there.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're back.
All right, we're back. I have fruit and lemonade.
Dang.
Sorry, guys. We had to take a brief intermission.
They know this, Jerry.
We're not used to this.
We stated it when we did it.
Well, too bad. I said it again.
Shut up.
All right. Well,
You don't know me.
all right. This new
All
thing.
right, next discussion.
This is
topic.
like general topics because the last were aimed towards the video game stuff, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. All right.
Yeah.
Apple is thinking of launching their own mobile payment service. This is basically like a credit card type, like MasterCard, PayPal, like that kind of thing. Apple Card.
To be honest, it seems a little stupid. Like, they've got enough stuff. They've got the iTunes gift cards.
They have
What more
they
do they
have
need, really?
so many. Here, I'm gonna read off of this actually.
You want me to read it?
You can.
All right. The Wall Street Journal said Friday. Or wait, it would compete with PayPal. The Wall Street Journal said Friday. Newspaper citing sources familiar with the matter said Eddie Q, Apple's iTunes and App Store chief, has met with industry executives to discuss Apple's interest in handling payments for physical goods and services on its devices. Apple manages purchases of digital content on its online store iTunes. Consumers can buy mobile applications using their iTunes account, meaning the company already has hundreds of millions of credit cards on file. In another sign of the company's interest, Apple moved Jennifer Bailey, a longtime executive who was running its online store, into a new role to build a payment business within the technology giant. The newspaper said, citing 3 people with knowledge of the move. Apple could use the fingerprint reader on its latest model, the iPhone 5S, to limit fraud. The company last year said it had 575 million registered users with its iTunes store and has sold 375 million iPhones over the last 5 years and 155 million iPads since its launch in 2010. Now, first of all, there could be other things that use fingerprint readers as their fraud limitations. The problem with fingerprint readers is that if you get a cut on your finger, it can screw it up.
Yeah.
I've never liked fingerprint readers.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had is that like, have you actually had a problem with that before?
No, but
Do you know how fingerprint readers work?
no, but I'm assuming that if a shark bites off your finger,
Okay, all right. Yes, but if only part of your finger is damaged, then a good fingerprint software should still work.
Yes.
As long as it doesn't completely remove your fingerprint. I mean, obviously part of your fingerprint has to be intact, but not all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
you know how
fingerprints are unique to everyone.
yeah, fingerprint registry only has to identify like what 14 points on the fingerprint, something like that.
Yeah, and I mean, and it could be even less with the iPhone, because when you're doing that kind of stuff, when you need that many points, you're trying to figure out if someone killed someone.
Yeah,
as
I'm talking
opposed
about.
to, can I unlock the phone? And you're also comparing against thousands of other people in a database, whereas on the phone, you would only be comparing to one fingerprint that was stored as the key.
Yeah.
yeah, but I still don't feel like it's a very sound way of using an iPhone or a phone in
I don't
general.
really trust.
I think it's a lot better than putting in some kind of lengthy password.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
if someone really wants to get into your phone with that, all they have to do is just kill you.
Jeremy,
I mean, that's all that they would have to do. And just like, oh,
Yeah,
here's their
'cause-
phone.
Exactly.
that's
I mean,
such a
there's
non-
bigger problems in the world than people breaking in the phones. Like
Yeah.
people killing each other.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
because like
if you have that
if people
level,
are like,
if you need that level of
oh,
security,
this phone seems locked, I'm not gonna bother with it. Just they'll toss it or they'll sell it.
yeah, I don't know if you need that level of security with your phone.
And to be
Yeah.
honest, a true hacker would break into the phone using a computer somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not.
Also, if you wanted
An
the
actual
phone, you could just
interface.
restore it as well.
Right.
Yeah.
But
But,
if
I
you
mean-
wanted the credit card information, you would have to hack it.
Like, I know how to hack into any Samsung device.
Well, it's not that hard. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't.
but
I can't.
like,
I can't do anything with my phone. My phone sucks. I can't root it.
you can't even hack
I
it.
can't even. My phone. It's bad. It's the retarded. I like to call it the retarded cousin of the smartphones.
it's like a robber walks in, and he like jacks your phone from you. You're in the middle of texting your fake girlfriend because you only have one contact in your phone and it's your cell. And he jacks your phone, and he's like, I can't even hack into this. It's so bad. It's not even a good security system. It's just that it's
Somebody steals your
bag.
phone and then they
It's
give
bag.
it back and they give you their phone as well because they feel sorry for you.
Mm.
It's like I'm so sorry. Here, take my phone instead.
I'm sorry, your parents don't love you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just I'm gonna leave now. I mean,
Right.
I
So
probably wouldn't report.
I
them
think we
to the
got far enough
police.
off topic. We should go to the
Would
next
you-
one.
no. On this same topic
Okay.
with the Apple thing,
Mhm.
would you use it? Let's talk about would you use it?
I'd probably try it out.
Uh,
Oh,
would use
I
it.
thought you meant the
It's-
fingerprint.
Yeah, the fingerprint Apple thing.
Would you use that?
Using,
I have a question.
using
Is it
as a
on the Apple
monetary service.
product?
Using it as a monetary service like PayPal.
Is it on the Apple product?
Pretend
Is it
pretend it's on any smartphone. We're going with
on
any
any
smartphone.
You have to set up an
Yes.
account
Possibly.
and everything.
I'm assuming that it pairs with your Apple account, which you have to have anyways.
Yeah.
Just pretend that it doesn't. Future
It
technology.
just works.
It works
just
on every
works.
phone.
Mhm.
Every phone's going to have some kind of way to do this. Every smartphone.
Would I switch over from PayPal to Apple? Keep your money forever. No.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I'd stick with. I'd stick with PayPal.
Just because I already have something, probably not.
Yeah, but I don't have either, so
Yeah,
I mean,
but PayPal.
I'd probably use PayPal
proven
over it.
to work
Yeah.
a lot than this.
I mean, I'm sure the
Yeah.
Apple fan.
I wouldn't use it to start with because it would have a lot of issues, most likely.
Yeah, especially if it's just starting.
Yeah.
Nothing gets away with flawlessness at the start,
Um,
especially not the U.S. government.
Well, it didn't get it at the start, or the middle, or any place along the way. So
Didn't. Just didn't. The government. The government took
Right.
my arm. Give it back,
I want my arm.
Obama.
all right, what's this last topic here, Elijah?
All right. So I was going through this new site I found, which has a bunch of topics on different stuff, like high tech and innovation, drones delivering pizza, or robotics.
seems a little overkill.
Hold on.
Eh,
Okay.
eh,
Anyway.
overkill.
Oh, shut up. All right, the robotics one isn't loading for me.
That was terrible pun.
Europe launches Robo Earth Wikipedia for robots. Human arm sensors make robots smarter. Startup.
thought we were
All right.
doing
Anyway, no. The thing I found: U.S. driver acquitted over Google Glass ticket. A woman
Alex.
was thought to be the first person getting a traffic ticket because she was wearing Google Glass. It's kind of like texting and driving, I'm guessing. Although they're not sure if you're doing it because
Yeah.
you're just wearing.
This
Well,
doesn't
there's-
make much sense.
No, it makes sense because
I mean,
there's
she-
laws against
she was-
using mobile devices while driving.
She was found not guilty, but
Well, I mean, you're allowed to use
All right.
she was.
Bluetooth stuff.
Hold on a second.
What?
This
Only,
same
I
woman-
mean, it depends on the
same
state.
woman, she was found not actively using the Google Glass when she was stopped.
Yeah.
However, a speeding ticket was dismissed due to lack of evidence. The speeding ticket alleged that she was driving 80 miles an hour in a 65 mile per hour zone.
That seems like speeding.
Yeah. Wait. So she was.
Thanks.
Just a little.
She was speeding, but she
Just
got
a
a
little.
ticket because she was wearing the glass and speeding.
No. The ticket was dismissed.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh, yes. There's
Wait.
no evidence.
She.
There was no evidence that she did.
Oh, I see. It's like she was. It was wrote down that she was like wearing Google Glass while driving or something like that. That was the reason. But she didn't have to pay the speeding ticket because they didn't have enough evidence on her using that while driving. So even though she was speeding, she didn't have to pay it.
That sounds like a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does. To be honest.
And it doesn't look like she's on terms like she couldn't pay the ticket either. She's wearing Google Glass.
Yeah, if you can afford Google Glass, then you can obviously pay a speeding ticket. Unless if you decide to spend all your money on Google Glass, which I'm sorry. I mean, I am a big Google person. I think I can find better ways to spend my money.
Yeah, then.
Yeah, but when you have enough money, that doesn't matter. If you spend money, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's
Spend money.
$1,500.
Exactly.
1,500. That.
I just said, when you have
It
money,
costs as much as my dad's
It
crappy
doesn't matter.
truck.
Google Glass or pickup truck.
So,
It's barely a pickup truck.
all right. I think that there is going to be a lot of debate about the legality of Google Glass
Mm-hmm. Like wearing
as
it
it becomes
popular.
more
More
popular,
used.
less expensive.
Yeah.
As it improves with time and more people get it, I think there's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of legality issues with it, and
But in what way?
with
Like-
people wearing it, and then it's going to distract them from doing something like driving,
Mhm.
for instance.
Well, then all you gotta do is make a law that says you can't wear it while driving.
But then
Right,
that
but-
seems a little stupid.
But somebody's going to
No,
fight
it's
that.
not. It's like any other law. That isn't serious, like murder. Well, even then, murders are like, but it's okay to murder people. But it's like any law. Like people,
But it's
there's lots of
not.
people who. Yes, it is. There's plenty of people who text and drive, and there's plenty of states who have made illegal. In
Well,
fact, I think
like
all
I'm saying, like
states have-
it's not okay to murder.
Oh. Yeah, that's what.
and
that's
it's
what I'm
not
saying.
okay to
Yeah.
text and drive and run people over.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I can agree with that. Texting and driving is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Google Glass is no different.
Yeah,
you're
I mean,
looking at
it's
something
Well, it's just
besides
like
the
you're not
law.
allowed to wear them in the car, or like you're not allowed to use it in
Well,
the
if-
car. If you're
if-
not allowed,
Okay,
you're not
you
allowed
might
to
want to
wear
say
them in
that
the
again.
car.
You might want to say that again
You're
because
not-
you got completely distorted with your voice there.
If you're not a least.
Okay. Well, like if you're wearing them in the car, I don't think you should be pulled over and arrested for that.
Well, it comes down
It's-
to hold on. It comes down to other things. First of all, yes, that's not a bad thing. I agree with that. But if there's no other way to prove it, then you're not going to be able to prove people guilty. Like if you just have it so were they using it, and there's no way to tell if they were using it, then nobody's ever going to get in trouble for it. It's going to be like a law that's not enforced.
well,
So
then
you
how
either
they-
have you either have to make it so you can't wear them at all, or there has to be a way to check and see if it was being used. Google would need to implement a feature.
Yeah,
It's-
which is what I was about to say. Then just go ahead and implement a feature that records the time use. Which
well,
I mean,
then
yes,
then you have to make a law, and so then you have to make another law, and that law would be it would be a law regarding guidelines to whatever Google glasses are under. Like, I don't know, some kind of wearable electronic glasses. I don't know.
Well, no.
So then
like,
you'd
all
have
I'm
to have a law
saying-
that regulated like the creation of those and the specs. And somewhere in that there would have to be something about, you have to be able to tell if it's in use, yada 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 yada.
Yeah,
Alright,
but like what I'm
Spencer.
talking about is basically creating a time log of saying
Well, as far as I
The
know,
glasses
Google
were
Glass has
used
its
in
own
this-
internal thing that says like when it was being used. That's how they can tell. Like,
Well, then that should be enough.
yeah, if
As
you
long
get
as
pulled
they-
over, they check.
as
your
long as
Google
the law
Glass.
take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, that seems fair.
Now,
Yeah, like they
the
want to.
problem with making it banned from being used in a car at all, like even wearing it, is that Google is working on
We already agreed that that's avoidable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I-
Right. But even with all your arguments, it's still plausible that somebody's going to say, "Oh, it was still being used because it was being worn."
Mm.
Well,
That's like
And
saying.
no, but like
Yeah, but that's just how you have Google Glass. Like,
That's like saying someone's wearing glasses and they were distracted from driving because they were wearing
had glasses
glasses.
yeah, I mean, that's just
Yeah,
what you
which
do
is-
with the Google Glass. It's not like somebody can pull you over for texting and driving because you had a phone in your pocket. That's just where it
Yeah.
goes.
well, but it's like where I'm getting at this is
It's,
that I'm assuming that Google is going to go ahead and make it to where it's like they can change the prescription of the lens so that
Yeah,
people
they're-
with glasses can actually use
They're
it.
they're working on that. I just looked that up. They are
Okay.
working on implementing them in prescription glasses.
yeah, and then there's no way
Okay.
you can make people like not wear them.
Right, that's the problem with
Yeah.
making people not wear them.
Yeah.
Which is what I was going to say. Like, well, if you can't wear Google glasses that are your prescription glasses, then they can't see, and so that becomes a
But here's
More-
another issue.
hazard.
A cop has to pull a person over if they're wearing Google glasses and it appears that they're distracted while driving.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah, I
That's
see where
when.
you're
That's
getting
when.
at.
That's when.
In order for them to be able to tell if the device was on and the person didn't just turn it off with a voice command as the cop was walking up to the car,
That's a check.
they would have to be able to operate the Google Glass themselves.
Yeah.
If somebody that would make cops need to go through special training just for the situation that arises with that.
Well, I mean,
Have an
it's not.
override.
It's not that special if like regular people can just go out and use it. I'm sure it's easy to
Not like an
operate.
override
But in
where
order for it to have the time log, it's not gonna be stored.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll have
just
to
out
know
in the
about
open.
that, and you can't just confiscate it. It's just this whole thing.
Right.
Just don't buy Google Glass, and your problem's solved.
well 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 I mean like all the cop cars and police cruisers have like their radios. Just make it to where they can send out another signal to where it overrides a power off button if a certain signal is sent.
EMP the car.
Too complicated.
Just,
Not even.
I mean, you don't.
Car.
If
I
you,
thought
if
you
get
I
someone-
thought you were using
Yeah.
Google Glass.
I mean,
so,
if you get
I
someone,
had to EMP your
if you,
car.
if you take someone for texting and driving, you pull them over. You don't steal their phone or anything. You just give them a ticket.
Right. So anytime somebody's wearing Google glasses, they would have to be given a ticket.
Okay, then that's a little bit too much.
I think they can just be put down for reckless driving because you can only what it is if they're wearing it, they can only be pulled over if they're not following the rules of the road.
Right.
Like they're going over the line or
if it
Right, there would
seems
be,
Okay.
then there would be extra punishment
Yeah.
because they were using because Google Glasses was a cost.
Yeah.
right. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be like
Which, like I can
it's
agree
gonna be
with
like
the
seatbelt
reckless
laws.
driving stuff.
Exactly.
It's gonna be like seatbelt laws. That's the only way it's gonna work, because the seatbelt laws, at least where we're at, make it so you can't be pulled over just for having your seatbelt off. However,
you do
if
get extra.
you're doing something
Yeah.
and they find that you're not wearing your seatbelt, they can fine you extra for it.
Exactly.
So if
Which
you're
seems fair.
if you're driving 5 miles over the speed limit, they get pulled over while wearing Google Glass, and even if it's on or not on, they can they'll still be able to charge you an extra fine for wearing Google Glass in the car.
That
We
makes
could get into the whole on-off thing.
Then you've got another conflict I can see.
yeah.
At
What it
least
really
my
comes
opinion.
down to is that law enforcement's going to have to up its technology to deal with the upping technology in the entire world kind of deal.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Have we spent enough
Yeah,
time
you
on
can
that?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
What's next?
Time for our debate topic.
that wasn't the debate topic.
No, this is the real debate topic.
Okay.
We're gonna have to choose sides at the beginning of this. Things males and females do not understand about each other.
Oh, this one.
All right. Somebody start this, and
I-
we'll all pick sides.
I want to take the male side, but I want to argue
I'll go.
both.
Oh yeah, we're gonna argue both.
Okay, I'm going to start with a basic argument for the female side that a lot of guys say women or do not find.
Okay, wait,
I guess
so what's the topic?
I
find
just told
annoying.
you no.
That's all right.
Things males and females don't understand about each other.
Oh, okay.
Like guys, a lot of guys don't understand how a sports bra works. Like you see somebody, no, I'm serious. Like you see,
I don't.
there's been people that like you're wearing something like that. It presses down. It keeps you from giving yourself a black eye while you're running. And
I think
so,
even some men need that.
like somebody like I know people I know girls that have said like I've been introduced, like somebody's introduced themselves to me 2 times, one because I was wearing a sports bra and I had my hair up and one not. They thought I was a different person
What?
based on the size of my chest because of the sports bra.
Why were you wearing a sports bra?
Not me.
To that.
I said I know people.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you.
No.
And I'm just imagining.
Okay. I was about to say, why has Lex been wearing a sports bra?
Shut up. Again, that jogger really needs to be wearing a bra. Ah, poor guy.
Oh goodness.
No, but I want to argue some about the male side, and you guys can join in on this as well. But girls don't understand, as far as I'm aware, that a kick between the legs isn't always extremely painful because the testicles
the
have
majority
this
of time,
amazing ability that they can move out of the way when something comes up there, like dead center. But if it's flat enough or big enough, it doesn't do anything. Because you have, oh, I'm sorry. You have extra room. Like testicles can move out of the way when something comes up there. But if you land on something flat enough or big enough, it won't help. But it
or like if you have your legs.
It always hurts me. I don't care.
Whenever you're going in
oh
water.
no, it'll hurt either way. It'll just either squish your balls or not.
Or impale them.
Like if you kick someone between the legs, you can actually miss them entirely.
Right.
Yeah, and like at their thighs.
Let me
if they
tell
have
you
big enough
something.
thighs.
All right, Dallas.
All right. So, I would rather be punched in the face, kicked in the face, kicked in the stomach, punched in the stomach, shot with a gun, rather
than kicked in the balls.
Yes.
Which I can agree.
It's also
with.
very hard to hit both balls when you're kicked.
Okay. Hitler only had
Hitler only
and
had
plus,
one.
and plus, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that's done this, but I've actually smacked my balls doing a dive because I had my legs barely open and it shot straight up.
Yep, the
It
water.
hurt.
You can with the water. You've done that, like not just like just jumping off of things. From a big enough
considering
height.
that I was doing a front double, standing front double.
My dad did it off a 10-meter board.
10-meter board or platform? There's a difference.
Platform, probably.
Yeah, platform.
I jumped off like a cliff into there's a. I go down to Missouri sometimes, or up to Missouri. Where do I live? And
it's probably down.
Dude, I say down whether it's up or down, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like I went down to Canada yesterday.
Exactly.
I went down to Canada.
Yeah, we live in Alaska.
Yep.
Dang it, Spencer!
We live in Santa's house.
I'd love to be in Alaska right now.
Why?
I know it's warm in Alaska.
It's warmer there than it
It's-
is here.
It's like
Really?
Alaska and
Where-
Hawaii are the warmest states right now in the United States.
You wouldn't
Pretty
think
sure.
that.
Alaska.
Except for maybe like Arizona or something. I'm not sure
Texas.
about
Maybe.
those.
The weather in Juneau, Alaska
It's like
is 31 degrees.
and it's
It's
cold
like
in
negative
Texas.
2 here.
And what's the
Tomorrow's-
temperature here?
Texas is getting below freezing temperatures.
The low of today was negative 2 at where I am.
The
No,
low
they can
it was
find us
negative
live.
2 here. It's 10 degrees currently. It was 31 degrees in Alaska right now.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Alaska's 4 hours behind us, or 3 or 4, something.
I like how we got
Something
so off topic
Anyways,
from the
tomorrow's
debate.
tomorrow's high in Alaska is 41 degrees. Our
Sounds
high
pretty
for
nice.
tomorrow is 37, and our low is 5. Their low is 28.
Do you guys have anything for the discussion debate thing?
Probably one thing guys don't really understand about girls is how they conversate and how they,
Oh, more thing. Tucson, Arizona is currently at 64 degrees.
Oh,
wow, that sounds nice.
that's sad.
Well, probably one thing that guys don't understand about girls is probably their periods as well. Just
We
saying.
don't understand that.
Yeah, we're like, okay, so what? Your hormones are flaring.
So-
Doesn't mean you have to get so bitchy.
Yeah. And if Blake was here, he'd argue that men have periods too.
Yeah, well, Blake,
Well,
he'd argue that
Okay,
he
technically we do because there
Yeah,
is a
we have
lots of
we
relation-
have emotional imbalances like that. We don't have.
but we just don't outlash completely. We'll just get like really frustrated and just not talk for a while.
We're not emotionally inclined.
I'm emotionally compromised.
Dallas, I just immediately thought to the Saving the Animals commercial when you started that. I will remember you.
But I'm dumb.
Hey, OIG, do you know what that song's from?
No.
Tyler and Nathan from school
Mm-hmm.
made that song on their channel.
Like, can you post his? Oh,
You mean
wait,
they
this is
created
from your
it?
school, not.
Yeah, it was one of their original songs
Are-
on that one project channel that they had.
Are you serious? I think you're lying. It's Sarah McLachlan that sings that.
Emotionally compromised, not the song you were singing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about I Will Remember You. I will remember. Jerry.
Stop.
I'm gonna end this now.
No.
Bye, Jerry.
Dang it.
I'm hosting.
Are we going to move to story time, or do we have anything for that?
You can.
Guys don't understand makeup either.
How a girl looks with
It
makeup.
looks worse.
How a girl looks without makeup. How a girl thinks she looks without makeup.
Yeah.
Makeup makes you look worse half the time. Probably more.
Yeah.
Than half the time.
Because they tend to overdo it too much.
Makeup is kind of overdoing it. That's why.
Yeah.
Like, I understand.
Ugly people using.
If any girl is watching this,
Shut up, Elijah.
try going more natural.
By all means, if you're ugly, you can use makeup.
It can't
But
get any worse.
otherwise,
Easier on the eye.
But it
Easier
can.
on the eyes.
But it can. But it can. No, ugly girl with makeup is ugly girl.
Yeah. I know.
Your best, you're,
Oh, okay. I think I know a good example, but I'm not gonna say.
Please
who.
say.
Also,
Say it, we'll bleep it out.
okay.
If you,
Dallas and
I don't.
Dallas might know her.
I'll believe it.
Is it her first name's Holly? I don't know her last name.
Then I won't believe it.
Wait, Spencer. Did you ever have Mr. Like freshman year?
Bleep that.
Yeah,
yeah. No.
Oh no, you weren't in my class. Well, the girl who had a walker first,
Oh, yeah, I know.
freshman year,
I know.
her, that's the perfect example I can think of.
That's an awful example.
No,
I
that's
feel,
a perfect
I feel
example.
so bad for her though. She didn't have a choice.
Well, okay,
With the makeup?
right now, actually, she can walk without the walker.
I know.
She doesn't need
I was
it.
so happy when she didn't have to use her walker anymore because then I didn't have to feel bad that she was physically incapable of doing things.
Well, no, it's just she could do it. It's just she just chose to use the walker.
So
But
she was lazy.
Lazy walk.
probably the pain was
There's
probably
one
too
girl
uncomfortable.
that I don't know her name, and she is well-rounded, we'll say.
She's Blake sized.
Big,
We're not talking about his penis either.
yeah, just to be clear.
and she tries to put on like really sexy dresses, I guess,
Yeah.
and high heels, and
Oh, yeah.
and
Who are we talking about?
some girl at school. I don't remember. I don't know her name. An extreme amounts of makeup. Like, have you ever seen a girl get really embarrassed and blush, and her face turns red, like completely beet red?
I have once.
Like probably as red as mine whenever.
Yeah,
I have once in class when somebody accidentally hit the teacher with a paper football. Oh wait, that was me.
I've seen my face.
All right.
My bad.
So that's how much makeup she puts on. That's how her face looks.
Wow.
She uses a lot of blush.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, like I can understand if they use like a little bit to kind of highlight some features, but it's like if they do it to cover
Yep.
stuff, I'm like, no.
I can appreciate makeup when used right and when not
Man,
used
I hate
excessive.
I hate lipstick.
Yeah, lipstick. I don't really find that.
I don't like
great.
lipstick.
Like unless your lips are green and you're
Yeah,
trying to make
yeah.
them red.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't enjoy like the bright red lipstick.
I don't
I
either.
don't enjoy any lipstick.
I enjoy putting on lipstick.
Too waxy.
I enjoy wearing lipstick.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
Arizona, I think.
Arizona.
I
Sure is
tried.
nice in Arizona.
I tried to text the girl and get her opinion about things that males and females don't understand about
This
each
is the
other.
girl I had to bleep out for no reason.
Yes,
The dream.
and she was like, I don't know.
Hey.
Wait, here I'll ask my female advisor.
Your counselor at school?
All right.
No.
I guess we're moving on to the end topic, story time, and then Jordan's story. Do we have a Jordan story?
I have a Jordan story.
All right.
All right,
Good.
Spencer will have the turns at the end.
All right. I got into another wreck before it snowed so bad that it was a one-man wreck. It was an accident, I guess. It was not a car wreck. And it was between me and a few inanimate objects.
All right.
All right. My mom wanted me to meet her somewhere. I head there, think I know where I'm going, miss the turn because I meant to go on like 21st, or I meant to go on like 15th Street, and I made it to 21st, and then I realized, oh wait, no, it's 15th, not 21st.
Wait, like South E and 21st?
What? Shut up.
Like South E and 21st?
Jerry, every time you say that, he has to bleep you out.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, it's just street names. They're not gonna know.
Jerry, just stop talking.
I won't bleep it because I couldn't even understand it myself.
I could understand.
I could understand it.
He was giving out his address.
No, I wasn't.
No, I'm talking about just regular, like, South 21st Street. Or, yeah, South 21st. North.
What about it?
It was right off of Main Street. Anyway, I'm going the wrong way. I realize I am. I go to correct myself to just turn on another road so I can get to where I need to.
Sure.
And I end up
In Jeremiah's yard.
I end up turning one
That's who it was.
I end up turning one
I love that tree.
one street before I'm one street. One street.
And before Elijah's story, and with killing a tree.
No, it wasn't a tree. It was something equally big.
I named him Fred.
Wait, equally big? What'd you hit?
Nothing. Well, okay, a small tree. Equally big as a small tree.
See?
Okay, and Fred does not count. I turned a street before, and I realized this. I was like, oh, I'll just turn around the house and then go right back up. And I was like, I'm really bad at deciding which house I should turn around at. When I did decide, no, I'm like, I'll go in this house. This house didn't have a driveway, big keep out signs everywhere. And I turned here and I realized, oh wait, good, no one's home because there's no garage and no car. So if there is someone home, they can't catch me. And I go to back out. Like they didn't have a driveway or anything. It's just I pulled in their yard, go to back out, back onto the road. I'm like right next to their mailbox. I pulled too close to the mailbox, so I have to make sure I don't hit that when I back out. I look to my right.
You hit it.
No, I look to my right. Nobody's coming. Or no, I look to my left. Nobody's coming. Look to my right. Somebody's coming. Away from the pass. Go to back out here. And I look to my left, and there's a guy there. Like he must have it wasn't like there was a hill anywhere. So he must have been zooming down that road, and I looked up. He's just sitting there in his car, in his truck, and he's just looking at me. I'm like, sorry. And this is as I'm going to back out. So instead of pulling back in to let him through, I just jerked the wheel left and just hit the gas. And mailbox right there, and I just hit. My car went up on top of the wooden mailbox.
Nice.
Mailbox is at like maybe a 20-degree angle. I throw my hands up in the air. I look at the guy in the car next to me. He looks at me for like half a second. He looks at me for like half a second and then just keeps on driving past me. I back up off the mailbox and I'm like, this guy that lives here probably doesn't care anyway. And I drive away. Person behind me is there's a person coming up behind me. I was like, did they see me do that? Oh, they didn't see me do that. I speed up, make sure they can't see my license plate. By the time I turn back onto the road. I didn't damage my car at all. I totally snapped that mailbox.
Okay, you like cut out there for me at least.
He didn't for me. It was only you, Jeremiah.
Oh, interesting.
But, so, speaking of mailboxes, when I was texting the girl that we mentioned earlier in the podcast,
can we call her like Sydney or something?
No, we're gonna call her Zelda.
Zelda. Okay, when I was texting Zelda.
When I was texting Zelda,
when I was texting Catalin.
She was telling me that her mailbox got blown over by the wind. Like the pole and all. I'm pretty sure it was the pole and all.
Oh, by the wind?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The wind blew the mailbox over into the middle of the street and she had to run out and get it.
Wow.
Her name should be Haley.
Why?
It's one of the least most used names for women.
Haley?
It's 993rd out of 1,000 on the list.
I'm still going with Zelda.
All right.
Yeah, Zelda sounds better.
Delilah.
Tetra.
The last one for male is D'Angelo. My name is like number 7 on the most used names.
What's mine?
No, mine is 13. Jeremiah, I'm guessing. I'm gonna check. I gotta control F it. Number 52.
What's mine?
That's not bad.
Spencer is number 233. Dallas is number 322. Quinn is above you, Dallas.
I know Quinn.
Maximiliano is above Quinn.
Maximiliano?
Yeah.
Who even decides to come up with that name?
Who's above me?
I don't. Let me check.
Hey, Elijah,
Charlie
for-
Lucas with a K. Iker. I-K-E-R.
Check for refrigerator watermelon moquishwa.
What?
It was in this video that I saw a long time ago that Sam showed me.
Romeo is right below you, Dallas.
Romeo.
The top 50 most ghetto names. That was number 2. Refrigerator watermelon moquifla.
That's the
And
best.
number one was Courtney.
I don't even know how to spell that.
Courtney is the most ghetto name.
Yeah, it was a
How?
It was a really joke video.
Okay, I was about to say, how is Courtney?
Jeremiah has a crush on a girl named Courtney.
No,
No.
I don't.
You know.
Spencer, I think we're going to close out here. So, what's your Jordan story?
All right. So, I was at a place with Jordan, and
Where?
robotics,
Okay,
which
Oh,
is a place.
this is gonna be good.
And so, basically, at robotics, we were on the computer, okay. And he went away to go to the bathroom, and so this other guy named Burke looked at me, and he's like, dude, you need to do something to his computer. And so, while he's gone, while he's in the bathroom, I get on his computer, and I Google search beluga whales. And so I pull up a picture of a beluga whale on his thing, and I do it full screen and everything. Like, he doesn't even have like a Windows bar at the bottom of his screen. And so he comes back, and there is a beluga whale on his screen. And it was hilarious. And that's it. That's all I got.
I was waiting for him to react some way. Just, and there's a beluga whale on his screen. The end.
Ta-da.
Wait, you see, if you guys have learned anything about Jordan, you Robertos out there, is he doesn't give a
Really, he doesn't.
Here's something that happened today or yesterday. He said, okay, today is my day. I did not want to see a single message in Skype. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna check for the very first post.
I have one more part of that story.
Okay.
He left again. I don't know what he was thinking. And he came back, and this time I put a beluga whale and the naked woman at the same time on the screen. No, they
Like
were in
a
the same
sperm whale?
picture. They were in the same picture, so it was like, you don't want to know. This is some creepy stuff. It was beluga whale porn.
I don't. What?
I'm looking this up.
What? That's all the time we have for today.
Thanks
I
for
found
watching.
it. I found it.
Tell me. Post it in the chat. We'll link it in
I'm
the
posting.
description. No.
We can't do that.
No. All right. Goodbye.
And thank you for watching the LunchTable podcast, where the meat is a mystery, but the topics are always
And
fresh.
Jeremiah can't figure out how to outro. What the?
How do I outro?
What?
How? You don't know me.
Dallas, this is art. Goodbye.